So this is Lynn Canyon.
Feels like you're in like a green screen. It's like a fake background.
Say something creative.
Something creative. We're in Vancouver today. We're doing the hop-on, hop-off bus tour of the city. So it's kind of fun. It's going to give us a good feel for all the different boroughs or villages of the city. We get these fancy buses, and it also included our ferry across to Granville Island.
We just boarded our hop-on, hop-off bus and stopped off here to get the ferry over to Granville Island to do the market.
Soon all these mussels and barnacles will be underwater.
What you got, Alice?
Teardrop grapes.
Anything else?
We're here at the market, and there's a pickle display, and they're doing some advertising here. And so Amber and the girls are just doing some sampling, and maybe they'll be on TV.
Here we are in Cold Harbor. Across the harbor there is Stanley Park. We've got the float plane marina right below us here. One guy's starting to take off, another one up in the sky, and a helicopter way over there in the mountains. We can see the floating gas station in the middle of the harbor as we look across here. We even have a couple of cruise ships in port today as well. The Olympic Cauldron in Coal Harbor, Vancouver. We've got the orca in the back there. Crazy to think we just biked over all of that right into Stanley Park. They have this incredible seawall going all around Stanley Park for cyclists and walkers. It's really nice.
These bubbles on here are like really hard. But this like around it is like soft.
Nice bike path around the outside. It's a two-laner. The upper path is for cyclists, the lower path is for walkers. Through Stanley Park, you're only allowed to bike in one direction. And after all the busyness and cyclists that I've seen, I now understand why. Got a neat view of Swallish Rock here. Well-known, well-photographed kind of flower pot rock. Alice thinks she found some oysters at the beach today, so we got Dawn cracking them open for us. Oh, there's some meat in there. She's hoping for a pearl. You see a pearl in there, Alice?
Ew. Is that what?
So now are we going to cook them up and eat them?
We can.
Are you going to eat them?
You eat them.
Oh yeah, you eat oysters raw. Just slide it right back the throat.
I'm okay.
So today we are taking the BC Ferry across to Vancouver Island. So we're just loading on the ferry now. Much easier trip today. Not only we get to drive forward, but we do not have the trailer or canoe with us. So it's easy peasy.
Lemon squeeze and make me want to eat a freezy. Woohoo!
Fisherman's Wharf in Victoria, BC. It's kind of a neat little place here. These are actual floating homes. They're docked, so I guess it gives a new expression to the term houseboat. They're really quaint little places, very unique. People have decorated them nice bright colors, and it's a real, I guess, tourist attraction. Come down and wander around and have fish and chips, and yeah, just kind of neat environment down here at Fisherman's Wharf.
After a miserable evening walking around in the rain trying to find the best fish and chip restaurant to eat at, we decided to eat at Barb's Fish and Chips, and so far our first few bites are really good. Alice made the stupid decision of shoving her thumb into the straw hole of her drink. And now it's stuck. It's like, what's it called? Those Chinese finger traps. Where you stick them in and then you try and pull but you can't get them out. Can you help her? There! Woohoo!
That hurts.
We are at the Fairmont Empress in Victoria, ready for our high tea experience, but we come in and we see Winston sitting here. Winston is the hotel dog, and he just kind of hangs out. His bed is back there by the concierge desk. It's kind of nice, eh, girls? All right, maybe we'll visit him again after tea. Look at all this decadence. We have a pineapple tea. The girls have a special princess tea with a whole bunch of sparkles and strawberries, sandwiches, scones, and I have some loveliness here as well. Look at that.
So how is it?
So good, so good, so good! What's the best, Lucy? I don't know. I can't eat much more. It doesn't look like a lot, but you get filled up quickly.
Yeah. I still have a chocolate, strawberry, marshmallow, and a cookie to go. But I'm pretty full. How about you, Mom? Are you pretty full?
I'm very full, but I'm gonna power through.
Me too. Lucy, can you do it?
I don't know, but I'm
Chris trying to burn off some steam while we wait for a pickup.
We found this weird looking thing right here, and it turns out it's a men's bathroom. So Dad's gonna go in and try it. Is it?
An outdoor bathroom. Yeah, it feels kind of weird to be standing on the street corner taking a whiz.
How was that?
Pretty good.
So in Nanaimo, they actually have a pamphlet about the Nanaimo Bar Trail, and it's a map of over 36 different restaurants and establishments that serve Nanaimo bars, but in a variety of forms. So you have the traditional Nanaimo bar. This was supposed to be an award winner. I find it lacking a bit in the white icing, but there's lattes, there's cheesecake, there's cupcakes, and Alice is just enjoying another form.
It's a deep fried Nanaimo bar, and I'm gonna try a bite. It comes with whipped cream and ice cream. So good.
It is pretty good.
Can I have some? It's a grab the back two legs.
That one and that one. Open up, serve in order.
Yay! That's great. Okay. Back two legs, Lucy. Oh, put your foot on. Alice, back up. Yay! All right. We're in Nanaimo Bay here, and we're just watching the sea otters dive down for some fish and crab. When we got to Vancouver Island, we stayed with my cousin Matt and his daughter Ella. They were amazing tour guides and took us to lots of neat locations for hikes, to see bears, and other activities.
We took a road trip into Banfield, which was about 80 kilometers outside of Port Alberni, and we've done a nature walk through out to the coast. It's a really First Nations old territorial grounds. Lots of large trees and beautiful coastline, and lots of neat things to see and experience.
My God.
That is one big shell.
It's a mussel.
We've been told these wild huckleberries are really good. They open up almost like a tulip when they're ripe and taste very much like a blueberry. They're delicious, and they've been all along our walk here. There's more over here. Oh. In Ucluelet, I can't say the word, Ucluelet. Walking the Wild Pacific Coast Trail here, just enjoying the incredible it's not even scenery, it's just the trees. They're just so wild and windswept. We like met together. Steer? That one got me. Or the one over there, don't you? Yeah.
Here on the point of the hiking trail, they have a square lighthouse.
I feel that I'm in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse.
It's pretty fun. If you're ever in Ucluelet, stay at a snug harbor inn. Awesome views.
On our way to Tofino, we stopped in at Long Beach, the surfing capital of Canada. It was an immense beach with some large waves. We saw a few surfers that day, but it was still pretty cold. Alice had a lot of fun playing in the waves and getting wet. Luckily, we brought a second set of clothes for her.
In Cathedral Grove, these trees are gigantic. It's called Cathedral Grove because they used to actually form a canopy right over the highway, creating a cathedral-like atmosphere. Just to give a sense how big it is, this one fell down. And
A lot of lumber gone to waste in this tree.
and it's still going all the way up there. Obviously,
Looks like the Olympic torch.
the Olympic torch in Vancouver. Obviously, some of these big trees came down. They just cut a hole through it so we can walk. Leave them here to rot out as part of the natural environment. This is actually the same forest that they filmed one of the Star Wars movies. This was considered the Ewok forest. So kind of neat little piece of history there. They say that this tree is over 800 years old, 76 meters tall and 9 meters around, and is even taller than the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
On our hike, we got really hungry and we came across this tree and we found out this is where the Keebler elves make their cookies.
The goats are on the roof.
Why?
There's no logical explanation for that question.
Yo man,
Nice.
let's head down to the Caribbean and partay. We're out doing some exploring on Qualicum Beach.